Baby, yeah, you know I'm in my body today. Hit the bitch, told her come through on a Saturday. Run it up, baby, yeah, the fast way. Greatness come with patience, so you know that I had to wait. Ooh, baby, yeah, you know what you do to me.
So Ryan Fitzpatrick, over the course of a couple weeks has already been putting up around 40 points in PPR. Here's what I have to say about Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's basically a low volume, high percentage carry. So as far as you're gonna have a low volume play, that you're relying on production. And I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick in his play, he doesn't really throw the ball as much as I would like him to throw the ball. But the thing is, he does have a lot of production because he does have weapons and he does have a good offensive play calling. And he does also have a great scheme behind him. Not to mention a well-performing line, which is actually going to really help him. And the thing about Ryan Fitzpatrick is his rushing upside. So, Ryan Fitzpatrick last game rushed 6 times for 47 yards. The game before that, 7 times, 38 yards, and a touchdown. Last 2 weeks, he's had over 38 yards off of at least 6 rushing attempts for a touchdown. As a quarterback, as a 41-year-old quarterback with experience, in ESPN, he's ranked number 7. Number freaking 7, bro. Number 7. The guy's ranked number 7 of all quarterbacks in fantasy right now. I absolutely think that you have to. This is a must play if you guys are struggling. So, as far as struggling, I mean, as either your guy is hurt, he's out with COVID this week, Cam Newton, or maybe you feel like your guy's underperforming, like a Tom Brady or Matthew Stafford. If you have a guy that's underperforming, is underperformed for weeks, and does not have a good rushing upside, Ryan Fitzpatrick has a great rushing upside from what I've seen. Of course, not going to be no Lamar Jackson, but from what I've seen, he's been having pretty good rushing games. Jacksonville, he threw for 2 touchdowns, and he had a rushing touchdown. So there's 3 touchdowns. He had 40 points in PPR. 40 points in PPR. Only on 106 passing. So he does not have some games. It's almost like he's flip-flopping almost, because some games he does have low production. Low volume, high production. Other games he has low production, high volume. Against the Seahawks, he actually had high volume and high production, which is actually boosting him up to the number 1 waiver wire quarterback that you have to get this week. Surprisingly, Fitzmagic absolutely tore up the Seahawks. I'm pretty sure they're 1-3 right now. And by no means do I think that Tua will get in this year. That's another thing I have to address. Tua probably will not play this year. He's probably going to have that Patrick Mahomes sit behind year. Just like Pat Mahomes, when he sat behind Alex Smith to learn for a year. I feel like that's really going to benefit Tua. But for this year, I don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick's job is in jeopardy at all. I feel like he has great options. I feel like he's playing great. He's having a lot of fun. He's a fun guy to watch as far as enjoying what you're watching your fantasy players, because sometimes you don't even enjoy watching your fantasy players. They just get points. They're not even fun to watch. But yes, Mike Gesicki, Preston Williams, Devontae Parker had 20 points in PPR, and Yahoo, I think he had 16. That's really good. That's starting fantasy numbers right there. That's no CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb did have some good numbers, but Devontae Parker might be a little bit more consistent than CeeDee Lamb, because I'm pretty sure he's out targeting Preston. But yeah, that's besides the fact that Ryan Fitzpatrick is definitely going to have the production. Volume may not always be there. That's why I've always been a little bit hesitant on just starting or even getting Ryan Fitzpatrick, because he honestly, to me, I've always seen Ryan Fitzpatrick as like an oddball. Like, I don't really know what you're going to get out of him. You don't know if he's going to throw like 7 picks or he's going to throw 7 touchdowns. He's probably the most oddball, weird quarterback in the NFL. So for me, starting for fantasy, I mostly look for some stability. But I'm not going to lie. Over the course of this season, he's been having a lot of great stability. And he's been great for Ryan Fitzpatrick owners. He's not owned that much. Only 35% have rostered him. He's only rostered in 35% of leagues, and he's ranked number 7. So, I mean, if he's a top 7 quarterback in fantasy, only rostered in 35% of leagues, pretty sure you should probably shop him, or you should actually look into trying to get him, because especially just for a backup quarterback, because one week you may like the matchup. Coming up, he has Denver. You may not want to start him this week, but after that he has the Chargers. He has Arizona on the schedule, the Jets on their schedule. That's a definitely start. So at no point do I really see Tua coming in, but I would definitely recommend at least looking into trying to go get a Fitzpatrick for your roster, because he could actually probably save your season if he keeps on this scale. I mean, 40 points a week is really good. That's really beneficial, and that's really solid. It's a really solid stat. Shoot, in PPR, that's really freaking good. So I would definitely shop and try to go get, or spend some fab on trying to go get Fitzpatrick. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for Fitzpatrick. Let me know what you guys think about Fitzpatrick in the comments. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do against the 49ers. Is probably one of the best defenses he's went up against so far since the Bills, and the Bills got absolutely shredded. So we'll see what he does against the 49ers. But yeah, man, make sure you guys subscribe, and it's Waiver Wire Monday.
Baby, yeah, you know I'm in my bag today. Hit the bitch, told her come through on a Saturday. Run it up, baby, yeah, the fast way. Greatness come with patience, so you know that I had to wait. Ooh, baby, yeah, you know what you do to me. And no, bitch, I ain't with that foolery. Team full of winners, so you gon' lose to me. Yeah, lose to me, hey, y'all. I'm in the store, I'm working, and bitch, I am back in my Birkin. All the gas, I'm swerving, and these people be plotting and murking.